Fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. This is the USL Championship on ESPN+. Tonight, Las Vegas Lights FC put that unbeaten home record on the line against the high-scoring Tulsa Roughnecks. Good evening and welcome to Cashman Field. Paul's on the pitch tonight. Jeff Radcliffe alongside George D. Metellus. Thanks for joining us here. And look, Las Vegas has not been able to win on the road, but Cashman Field has been home sweet home.
It sure has. A fantastic home field advantage for Vegas. 4 wins, 1 draw, and no losses at home. They've scored 13 goals in their last 4 home games, so they'll look to put more excitement into the crowd here at Cashman Field with their goal scoring. And Tulsa struggling on the road this season, but 22 goals in the USL Championship. That's tied for 3rd in the league. So he's going to be, that defense is going to be tested today. Yeah,
Irvin Parra, 3rd in the league in goals. He's got 7 for the team. He needs to have a big night tonight.
Yeah, he sure does. He's tied for the team lead in assists, and he's the team leader in shots as well. So he has to play well, get into that back line of Tulsa and cause all kind of problems. And of course, finish his chances for Las Vegas to continue their fine home run of form.
That 42 shots leads United Soccer League's championship division as well. Rodrigo da Costa, now a first-year pro, but boy, is he making a name for himself, especially in the West, tied for 2nd in the league in assists.
Yeah, and we saw the numbers in terms of Tulsa scoring goals, 3rd in the league. The main reason is because of Rodrigo da Costa and what he can do to create opportunities for his team. Look at that. Now, first in assists, total shots, and chances, tied for 2nd in goals. He is the main playmaker for Tulsa. If Las Vegas can shut him down, they can win the game.
Roughnecks look to strike oil, and the Lights looking to strike gold here at home tonight. It's Las Vegas Lights, the Tulsa Roughnecks, Zappos starting lineups, and kickoff coming your way next.
Jarritos. Super good. Que bueno son.
Because of UMC, there's a wide open road ahead of me.
Because of UMC, she can grow up with her twin sister.
Because of UMC, I'm here to help you.
UMC, the highest level of care in Nevada.
Zappos makes returns easy, so you can save the drama.
What do you want?
For your 18th century prima donna.
Did you eat my lost taquito?
Nope.
Lawyer!
Drama-free customer service 24/7. Zappos.com. Zappos makes getting help at any time easy.
They're on their way.
Great.
So you can save the drama.
Curfew was 2 hours ago.
For your teenage llama.
Michael, look at me when I'm talking to you.
Drama-free customer service 24/7. Zappos.com.
Lights FC and the Tulsa Roughnecks taking the field at Cashman Field. First of 2 meetings this season in 2019. Jeff Radcliffe, George D. Metellus here as we take a look at our Zappos starting lineups. Visit Zappos.com/soccer. 2 changes for Eric Winalda.
Yeah, Garcia Lopez is in for Moby Fair, who was sent off in the game against Phoenix. Christian Lopez into the center back position for an injured Gabe Robinson, and Torres dropping from the midfield into that back line. He will be very important. That cohesion of the back line is something to watch for Las Vegas in this matchup.
Michael Encian will counter. with a 4-4-1-1 of sorts. It's been what they've gone to. A couple of players in the lineup this week, Bill.
Yeah, you have Fredlin Montpremier. He's in for Christian Altamirano, and Brian Ray is in for A.J. Ajekwa. So 2 changes from the side that come off that 1-1 draw at San Antonio. But Da Costa and Silva up top, those 2 will be a major problem, something that defense for Las Vegas will have to be concerned about.
Just 16 players available tonight, the 11 starters and the 5 subs. You see Michael Ensign in his 2nd season technically, but his first full season. The Tulsa, Oklahoma native. Our keys to the game brought to you by Findlay Toyota. And we'll keep with the pause on the pitch theme. Las Vegas Lights FC, they need to let the dogs out.
Absolutely, especially here on Cashman Field, where they have been so dominant. They have scored so many goals, unbeaten, as I mentioned before, 13 goals in those 4 straight wins at home. Meanwhile, for Tulsa, bark versus bite. Are they going to come out and be aggressive, or are they going to sit back? The bite being the aggressive going forward, try to get goals, 22 goals in the league so far. Or are they going to just be a bark and sit back, wait for all the action from Las Vegas and try to catch them on the counter? That is something that we will watch for over the next 90 minutes.
Well, the keys of the game brought to you by Findlay Toyota, where John Barr will do anything to sell you a car. Lights FC wearing the road jerseys tonight, switching things up as we go around our UMC health report. UMC, the official hospital of the Lights. Tonight's health report showing Brian De La Fuente still dealing with an injury. Lucas Scaglia, a big loss in the center of the park. And Gabe Robinson will miss just his first game all season with a hamstring injury. And on the other side, Matthew Sheldon getting closer to 100% for the Tulsa Roughnecks. He did not make the trip to Las Vegas.
But Gabe Robinson missing in that central defense for Vegas is huge. He is a fantastic player defensively, but also showing that he can get on the end of some services and set pieces and threaten the opposition defense. So that's a big miss, but we'll see how Vegas adjusts.
Parra will be at the top of that formation alongside Sammy Ochoa. The Lights will kick off left to right as we call the action to you. Our referee tonight, Kevin Stott. He's assisted by Stephen McGonigal. Eduardo Jeff, and the 4th official is William Randy Hoffman there on the near touchline. First of 2 meetings this season. They split 2 draws last year. So neither team has gotten the better of the other. Tulsa this year, after being picked 33rd in the initial preseason power rankings on USLChampionship.com. 33rd out of 36 teams. Here they are, 6th place in the West on 16 points. They have been one of the best stories, at least in the West. You got Tampa Bay on the other side, has been undefeated. But boy, Michael Ensign making a case to be a coach of the year with the expectations versus results.
And you remember, because of Rodrigo Da Costa, that helps a whole lot. When you have a playmaker like him, that makes any coach look good, and Tulsa are riding the wave of his performances so far.
Fireworks signal the start of this one. The America First Credit Union fireworks in that first minute. A new tradition at Cashman Field. It's game on here in Las Vegas. And working it up that right side, and we'll go end to end quickly if you've never seen a game at Cashman Field. And Eric Winalda told us we expect to come out on all cylinders, letting the dogs out quick because of the personnel changes we have, especially in the back half.
Absolutely, and you can see the dogs are chasing the frisbee there, chasing the ball with that high pressing and the attacking, trying to put pressure on that back line, get some quick turnovers.
There will be a dog obstacle course at halftime, by the way, you need to check out.
That should be fun.
Now we'll go in behind for a goal kick for the first time, and we'll see Mason Stidehar get his first touch on the ball. He's a loanee from Orlando City in MLS, and a great story for the Lithia, Florida native. Was diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma in 2017, declared cancer-free last June. And a fine young man, know him personally, and has worked so hard. And boy, he's an intense guy in practice. And you talk to the folks at Tulsa, they've liked his addition. He's come in for the injured Sean Lewis, who is in the 18 tonight, coming back from his injury. Here comes the Roughnecks, and again, you see Janu Silva, a whole lot of pace, can get on the end of anything.
Played it quickly down that right side with Montpremier. Linking up with Reyes and Silva up top. So Tulsa coming with that 4-4-2 with Reyes and Silva up top, and then Montpremier on the right side, and Da Costa on the left.
Knocked down by Ochoa. Picked up on that left side. And the run will continue from Pablo Cruz. It will go out for the first corner of this match. We'll take this time to remind you to join us on social media. We'd love to hear you throughout the game. You can tweet us at LightsFC or at Jeff Radcliffe or at
GD Metellus 8.
GD Metellus 8.
Yeah.
Use either hashtag or use that with the hashtag TV Lights, and we'll try to get those tweets to you and share your thoughts on the air about this Vegas match. It's going to be a tough one tonight against Tulsa. Ronaldo said we're up against a really good team that can play multiple different ways and do so well. They lead the league in set pieces, so if they decide to go on the road here, they've gotten 3 straight draws because of their proficiency on set pieces, 9 of them in fact. So they can sit back and just wait for a free kick and do the old smash and grab, get out with a 1-0 victory.
It sure would be great for Vegas to do that. It's always good to have those set pieces in your back pocket in case the attack bogs down. It doesn't quite sync up or link up very well in the attack. You have those set pieces to get those goals.
Jonathan Levine making his second start tonight, starting in the defensive midfield. Again, Moby Fair has the red card suspension after picking up 2 yellows in that 4-0 loss at Phoenix last week. Across the back tonight, it's going to be Gonzalez, Torres, Torre, and welcome Kevin Garcia Lopez back to the starting lineup, coming back from that groin injury. He's been out the last couple of weeks. And there will be a throw on the left side for Moses McKinday. And Kevin Stott, 2010 Major League Soccer Referee of the Year, is going to pull that one back.
Let's see what Vegas is doing here in terms of man marking through the midfield. Trying to work hard and put as much pressure. Ochoa dropping back. That's your number 9, your center forward, dropping back to win the ball. Vegas is going to have to continue to do that consistently throughout the match in order to pick up a victory.
Here is Tripa, jumping a little deeper to get the ball. Parra as well. Nothing but blue jerseys around. Tulsa in the home blues. One of the heroes so far this year has been that center back pairing for Tulsa, Cyprian Hedrick and Milan Roberts, 2 guys who have been around the league for a while and have been leaders. And they are steady Eddies in the back.
Absolutely. Hedrick consistently reaching the playoffs with OKC energy, so he knows what it takes to get that team, get a team to the playoffs, playing against the rivals of OKC, Tulsa.
Eric Winalda, a little refreshment to get through this one.
He's a legend on the bench for Las Vegas when it comes to U.S. soccer, an absolute legend, World Cup player. Vegas very happy to have him on the bench, and he's got his team playing very well, especially here in Cashman.
He's done it all. 106 caps with the U.S. men's national team, fine broadcasting career, and made a run at the U.S. soccer presidency, and now happy to have his home in Vegas, building things from scratch. Just 5 players returning on this roster from a year ago. That coaching change, Tulsa is even more pronounced. Only 1 player back from that 2018 team. So it is a new look, hence why they were picked towards the bottom of the West in the preseason, but they have shocked everybody except themselves. Here's Silva, who's a handful. He's in the area, and we'll put it to the near post. Not enough on it with that left foot. Thomas Olsen has it.
Yeah, well done by Silva there. Just squeeze in between Torre and Torres to get onto the end of that ball, but both of them covering very well.
Hedrick doing what he does, warding off Irvin Parra. It's going to be tough sledding, I think, tonight.
We're seeing from Vegas, well done by Sandoval to win the ball, but we're seeing this interchange between Hernandez, Ochoa, and Parra, they have that freedom to move into space, play off of each other. They're not restricted to one side or the other. And that's something that could disrupt the Tulsa defense. We'll see how that plays out, but it's a lot of confidence from Eric Winalda to let those three have freedom to move into space and look for the opportunities when they present itself.
Good ball movement. It's been crisp. Was not that way in Phoenix. And Lights FC were on the business end of a 4-0 scoreline. Had a couple of chances to get into that game early. Missed the post, hit the post a couple of times, and it was just one of those cases where the game got away from them in the second half.
Back in the comfortable confines of Cashman, so it'll be important that they try to get a goal quickly here, or get a goal quickly here, put that behind them and get that confidence, get that strong home field advantage going.
Reminder to you fans, you can follow the Lights and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN Plus, home to the USL, MLS, UFC, and a whole lot more. Join the over 2 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN Plus and watch the championship live every week. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com. Michael Encian, talked briefly about him moments ago. Former Nigerian Youth International, but played professionally with the Portland Timbers, LA Galaxy.
See some young faces.
He's a Tulsa local and a legend of the youth ranks, the Tulsa Thunder. And really trying to draw players from all over the world with all his connections and make them Tulsa natives like him.
Tulsa has been a squad that has struggled to reach the playoffs the last couple of seasons, missing out a couple of times. But if they continue to play the way they have coming into this match, they might reach the playoffs.
There's Tripa along the back. Stadahar has to come out. Got a paw to it, and then will be out for throw for Las Vegas.
It's a good service there by Tripa Hernandez to go to the far post. We're seeing him doing what the number 10s do, drop back, make himself available, create those chances.
Parra again was met with the Mack truck, Cyprian Hedrick. Cameroonian with all that experience, 29-year-old. We'll try it. And again, sending it across the face of goal right at the 6. Cruz was there at the back waiting on it. This has been a good live start here for Las Vegas. And getting tripped up is Brian Reyes. And the first yellow of the match comes out 10 minutes in.
How about first of all, the working down the left side between Garcia Lopez and then Erwin Parra, and then the square to Samuel Cho, who almost back heels it in. Cruz at the far post couldn't get that final touch, but still excellent football being played down that right side by Vegas.
Welcome back to the lineup, Kevin. Here he is, the right back on the left side of the field, doing the defensive work and going into the book for it. There's McKinday. All the way into the corner, gets a cross away, overshoots his mark. Out of trouble momentarily. There with the throw, the Haitian. Good work. Good work by Sandoval. As you see the possession tilted heavily in favor of Las Vegas, but it's early.
The referee has to let the play continue, play the advantage. Vegas kept possession, and they had that space going forward. Got to let the play resume there, but still, gotta like the hard work Tripa Hernandez is doing in the midfield, being the creator, being the antagonist of the attack, being aggressive when he can, doing that number 10 shirt proud for Vegas.
Well, a reminder, the Lights are in the third round of the U.S. Open Cup Wednesday, May 29th at Cashman Field against Orange County FC. The winner will advance to take on a team from Major League Soccer, perhaps LA Galaxy or LAFC. Get your tickets now at lightsfc.com/tickets or any La Bonita supermarket. Word is, management has put in to host that game. So you want to talk about an electric atmosphere that will be on display. You got to beat Orange County FC first, though, coached by the legendary Paul Caligiuri. McKinney. A flick from DaCosta, cleaned up by the versatile Christian Torres. To the right side, Premier.
And it looks like Torres has the responsibility, the main responsibility of marking Janu Silva.
Collected by Tripa. In tight quarters, sort of way to Torres. He's played at defensive mid, left back, and now center back tonight. Again, Gabe Robinson missing his first game of the season with a hamstring injury. A guy who is 5th in the league in clearances coming into the night, so a big loss. We'll go with Fair and Scaglia. But it's next man up.
Yep.
Guys like Levine trying to make a difference tonight.
And one thing Coach Winalda knows, no excuses. He will not make an excuse. That's what you need that squad depth for. And especially when you're at home, some of the players that don't get as much playing time as the preferred starters, it's a good thing to have them at home. They'll have that home crowd advantage. They'll have that energy behind them.
Wants him to move it quicker.
Yeah.
He certainly has an idea of the way he wants them to go, and especially when you're coming off of a loss on the road, you haven't had the success when you come home. Important to get the full points tonight.
He wants Vegas to play faster, quicker touches on the ball. Right now, Tulsa is kind of clogging up the midfield. So they're making it hard for Las Vegas to get, especially through the middle.
Able to get the ball ahead to Cruz. Now we'll spin it out to the left side where Gonzalez awaits. Ball back. Tripa again. Cruz.
Tulsa defensively in that midfield right now, they're doing a good job of not allowing any of the players from Las Vegas to get in behind them, to run at them and beat them. So you see there's a lot of side passing and backwards passes from Las Vegas right now. Just Tulsa keeping everything in front of them for the most part.
Trying to lift it over to Sandoval. Good work by Luca Lobo. Right back, we've yet to talk about their leading scorer, tied for 3rd in the league along with Irvin Parra. 7 goals from the right back, and all of those on set pieces. He has been prolific scoring in that aspect, as his whole team has been.
That is very rare when the right back is one of the top goal scorers in the league, but it goes to show what he can do and how he has that neck.
Play continues. Las Vegas, we've talked about the woes on the road, but at home, it is just the opposite, 4-0-1. And that one was the draw to open the season.
4 straight wins at home, 4 clean sheets, 4 shutouts in 5 games at home. So not only are they scoring a lot of goals, they're preventing goals as well. And that's the entire battle right there.
Kinde. Trying to hold his ground. Help comes. And it will come through to Torre. Who all season has been the left center back. Tonight have to play on that right side. And we'll come back to Stadahar.
Yeah, right now, Las Vegas having a hard time breaking down what has been a very solid, well-organized, good shape in term for the defense of Tulsa. With players like Ochoa and Tripa and Parra, Cruz, they can break them down.
Slip through to DaCosta. I think the flag might have been up on the offside. Yes. Rodrigo DaCosta, we talked about in the open. 20 shots, 6 assists. Played for Florida Soccer Soldiers last year. The UPSL team that just a couple of weeks ago beat the Charlotte Independence in the US Open Cup, so they're still alive. Came by way of Florida National University and Florida Memorial University after spending his youth years with Botafogo in Brazil, his native Brazil. Both he and Luca Lobo from Rio de Janeiro, part of that Botafogo youth setup. Las Vegas will play Wednesday nights in that third round. A number of USL teams still alive, looking to survive and advance, if you will. We'll talk a little bit of that Lamar Hunt US Open Cup coming up at halftime, but plenty to talk about before we get there.
Very important for the USL teams to make deep runs into the US Open Cup to prove to everyone how strong and how good the soccer is in this league.
Creeper was high that time. And Parra can't keep it. Good work in the center. DaCosta was helping out. Roberts and Hedrick. Two guys that never look troubled. McKinde. This is Adai. And Adai hits the deck on the crunch from Parra. Adai still feeling it. Lift that one over the top. Read well by Jabin.
It's been, for Tulsa, they're trying to play along to get Silva into space, but either Torre or Torres has been able to just read and get in the proper position to deny Silva the ball. So those two center backs, even though it's not maybe the normal first choice center back pairing for Las Vegas right now, those two have a very good understanding. They're playing very well, shutting down any Tulsa attack through the middle.
Jerky start stop here last 10 minutes or so.
Tulsa, they want to slow the game down. Oops. Ball there. Quick change of possession, but Tulsa want to slow the game down, make sure they keep themselves organized defensively. That's their main priority. And then Vegas want to put the pressure on the ball and try to burst forward.
Pull it back. FC 4-3-4, currently 6th, coming off that draw in San Antonio. Offside the call. You can get updates and alerts all year long by following your club on ESPN.com. Search for Las Vegas Lights, then click the follow button to keep up with the latest news and scores, plus get reminders on the Lights' next match. Go to ESPN.com now, click follow for your club. So speaking to you Tulsa fans watching here as well.
This is the man on the ball that's the danger for Tulsa, number 16, DaCosta. Vegas have to make sure he does not get into any kind of space and make him do what he just did there. Pass the ball backwards, put some pressure on that Tulsa midfield. Try to keep the ball away from him as much as possible.
Torres comes up in his center back spot to get into the attack, and now goes the other way.
Sometimes the best way to defend a player like DaCosta, who's been playing so well, has such an influence on the Tulsa attack, is to make sure he doesn't get the ball. You can mark him out of the game, and so far Las Vegas is doing that, mainly because they've had most of the possession, but when he does get a touch, someone is right there to make sure he doesn't get behind them. So far they're doing a good job of neutralizing DaCosta.
They'll collect the ball now. The Brazilian. It's good possession here. We saw it. It was swung heavily in favor of Las Vegas in the opening minutes of this one, but it's come closer to 55-45. Much better for the Roughnecks here on the road as of late. Torres will continue to venture forward. Tripped up, and a foul.
And right now, Las Vegas, they're just trying to find any little gaps. So that's why you see such movement, why you see Parra wide on the right, or you see Samuel Cho up top, or Tripa Hernandez dropping back, and Pablo Cruz getting involved as well. Those four attacking players are trying to probe and find the little spaces that they can exploit, and then that's why Ronaldo wants it quicker so he can get the ball into those areas.
Long switch headed back towards Kevin Garcia Lopez. and still coming back into fitness. Switched back. Just keeping it in is Irvin Parra. Not giving him an inch of space. McKinday will spin that in. Hedrick was there with the head.
Best chance that Las Vegas had so far in this match came down that right side with that combination of Garcia Lopez, Parra, and then filtered it through the middle, and Ochoa almost got that back heel onto it. So let's see if they go back to that combination again. At least go down that right side.
Parra from distance misfires and hits the home run out of the stadium.
Yeah.
Touch them all.
RBI triple there for Irvin Parra, yeah.
Ground rule double.
Ground rule double, yep.
There you see, pause on the pitch, the berm full of the furry friends tonight. Didn't even have to buy a ticket, those dogs. Doggone it, that is a cute scene.
Yeah. And dogs have a great life. People
kidding.
Clean up after them. People feed them. Everybody thinks they're cute. I mean, they're loyal. If you train them right, they don't do the boom boom in the room. They go on in the front yard. I mean, it's great.
Boom boom shake the room, I thought was where you were going
Oh,
there. But
yeah.
now Kevin Garcia Lopez, he gets across away to the back post. Still work to do if you're Tulsa. We talked about how prolific Roughnecks are on set pieces. Las Vegas, nothing to sneeze at. They've got 5 of them, 5 goals that way.
Once again, another dangerous chance for Las Vegas coming from the right side with Kevin Garcia Lopez. That might be something that they have to continue to exploit. Down that right side of the Vegas attack, the left side of the Tulsa defense. Second time, I have to go back to that well again.
Tripa will settle things. 25th minute. 0-0. Cruz. Now Tripa on his left side. Puts a left boot into it. Stadahar had to climb the ladder.
And that was the only option for Las Vegas. Tulsa just getting everyone back. Every run into space was well marked by Tulsa, so they had to try to play it over the top to Ochoa there. So good vision there, good thought process. But Tulsa right now defensively, they're just keeping everything well organized. Just making sure that no one from Vegas gets in behind them. It's like that basketball defense. It's just try to keep everybody in front of you. That's it.
Tripa. Costa wasn't fooled. Quick throw back to Levine, who's now settled back into the center back spot when Torres ventures forward. .26 minutes, still no score. Vegas still sniffing for that opener. Jeff Radcliffe along with George D. Metellus and our entire ESPN Plus crew. Glad to have you along on what is a beautiful Saturday night. Make sure you use that hashtag LVVSTUL. Get your discussion on. This is a game I think a lot of people were looking forward to watching. Two of the more exciting teams in the league.
Yeah.
You've got Tulsa, the 3rd leading scoring team in the league at the moment.
Yep. And Vegas lights it up at home too. No pun intended. They do.
It's okay, you can attend that.
Oh, okay.
That works. That works. Tulsa has yet to be shut out this season. Again, a team with just 1 returning player. Granted, that team only had 3 wins last year.
Right.
After finishing 7th in the West 2 years ago. Tripa warded off the ball. There's DaCosta, sure-footed. DaCosta's been good on the field. He's had a good personal life as well. Got married last week. Congratulations, Rodrigo DaCosta. Interesting story behind that. After their game that one draw in San Antonio. Their flight was canceled to go back to Tulsa. And, well, in order to make that flight to Miami, where he resides in the offseason with his fiancee, now wife, Ochoa had a chance at that one. Jonathan Milwee, the athletic trainer, got in a car with DaCosta and traveled 300 miles to DFW, to the Dallas airport, to make sure he got a flight back for his wedding. What a story.
Oh, what a great story, absolutely.
But everything worked out.
That's good.
He got there in time. And he's been made an honest man.
He's still tired from the honeymoon. So Las Vegas would be happy if he is.
Good work by Adai as the crescendo builds from the supporter sections here at Cashman Field. Gonzalez, now Reyes. Some space to operate. Lobo taken off the ball. Good job by Eric Gonzalez. And goal kick it is for Tommy K. Olson.
Gonzalez did an excellent job there, but the touch by Lobo was a little too heavy. Made it a little bit easier for Gonzalez to play that ball. I think we're seeing Las Vegas and Tulsa do get into their attacking half. Vegas is looking well organized and keeping their shape defensively as well. So Las Vegas is doing their work defensively also, despite the fact that they are dominating and have most of the possession. They're putting in the work and looking strong defensively.
Fans, La Bonita is the official supermarket of Lights FC and has the best single game price in town for every Lights game, including U.S. Open Cup matches. Visit any La Bonita supermarket for your Lights tickets. Coming up on a half hour gone, no score. A die off his foot quick. And it carried a little on him. Torre. Levine. Sandoval comes back to help initiate the switch. Backside. Keep working it left to right to find that opening.
It's very interesting. Christian Torres is pushing up into the attack, and Levine is the one dropping back and filling his role in the center back. So they understand how Torres can help the attack going forward. Even Sandoval, we see him dropping back in that central defensive role as well. So those two are dropping back. The Torre and then Torres and Garcia Lopez and Gonzalez going forward.
Jabin continuing his run, corner of the area. I'll leave it back, it's intercepted by DaCosta. Coming back to win it, will reset things with Torres. Support starting to make a lot of noise. And talking with Eric Ronaldo, these players feel that.
Yeah. And they know Ronaldo's history as well and what he's contributed to U.S. soccer. So when he talks, they listen.
It's like E.F. Hutton.
Absolutely, yep.
So we'll give Eric a new nickname.
When he talks, they listen. E.F. Hutton.
Hey, he's made it a big investment in Las Vegas this year. Has Eric Ronaldo, there he is.
W. Hutton.
That's right.
I think he has to be satisfied with the way his team have played so far. They haven't been able to break down the Tulsa defensive, but they're still winning the ball in advantageous positions, and they are shutting down Tulsa in terms of Tulsa's attack. So while maybe the attack for Las Vegas hasn't been as solid or as generated as many goal-scoring chances as he would like, he can be very, very proud of the fact that defensively they are strong right now. Las Vegas is looking very strong right now.
Which was a concern against this Roughnecks team. They're, again, third in the league in goals scored, 22 of them. +4 goal differential. They have a conceded 18, same as Las Vegas has. Two teams that have had their moments offensively, and the stats bear it out. Las Vegas third in the league in shots taken. and third in passing accuracy. A lot of that has been here on the home pitch that's helped those numbers out. Roughnecks fourth in goals scored, 24% conversion rate as well, which is among the tops in the league. So when they do take their chances, they make them.
The good thing of what Las Vegas is doing defensively is that Tulsa doesn't have any chances. They're not getting any chances right now. So you want to prevent a team from scoring goals, you have to prevent them from getting chances, and that's what Las Vegas' defense is doing right now. So credit to them.
Here's the passing accuracy through the game. Look, anytime you're over 80%, you're doing a good job. 87% is stellar, and Tulsa nothing to sneeze at there either. Question is, how will that stay?
Yeah.
And that's the whole field. Obviously, what counts is what you're doing in the attacking half.
Now the accuracy, how will it be in terms of going forward?
And you got technical players on both sides, but Tripa and Sandoval and Cruz are so good on the ball. And defenders, to be fair, have been very, very good passing the ball this year.
You saw Torre making a run forward. Torre is getting involved in the attack, so Eric Ronaldo trusts his defenders to make forays into the attacking half. And then you have to credit Sandoval and Levine for dropping back and covering those spaces as well. So
Adai through to DeCosta. McKinday gets a cross away. It's going to go off of Tripa, and we'll have a throw in deep in Las Vegas half.
Tripa has literally been all over the pitch. You see him now at the right back position there, where the right back normally is, to make that defensive play. So he's been excellent all over the pitch.
Lofted into the area. And picking it right out of the air is TKO, Tommy K. Olsen. Hey, tune into ESPN News on Wednesday, June 5th for Wednesday Night Soccer, when OKC Energy travels to Albuquerque to face the current Western Conference leaders, New Mexico United. It's the best match on Wednesday Night Soccer, June 5th on ESPN News. Mike Watson, Devin Kerr will be on the call of that one. Continuing the run is KGL. And we'll have the throw.
KGL has been their best attacking player so far in this match. Down that right side, the two real dangerous opportunities came from the right side, with KGL having something to do with it, having a, well, I can't say hand because you can't use your hands in soccer, but having a boot in the setup. So that's going to be something that Tulsa's defense have to be careful of. Kevin Garcia Lopez and his influence in the attack.
What's interesting is that in our conversation with Eric last night, he said when we brought Kevin Garcia Lopez up and how good it is at getting back, he said, well, he's still coming back into fitness. He hasn't been good in training this week, so that he's a question mark. But as you said, obviously the lights come on and things change for you sometimes.
Absolutely, and there have been plenty of players throughout the history of sports, not just soccer, but sports, who in practice, the coaches will be infuriated, but then the game comes and they're magnificent, and it looks like Kevin Garcia Lopez might be doing. That was rough.
Bicycle clearance. Garcia Lopez.
Rough stuff.
Loves getting high.
Yeah.
High up the pitch. Good skill by Torre. Levine serving as a de facto center back at the moment. Torres lifts it forward. This will be no problem for Roberts to track down. 9 minutes to go before halftime. Game has missed some flow, I think. There's been a lot of stop and start.
It's been stop and start. The big thing that I've seen in this match so far is just Tulsa's defense right now, with the exception of a couple of times where Kevin Garcia Lopez down that right side. With the exception of those forays by Kevin Garcia Lopez, Tulsa have been able to just lock up Las Vegas, make sure they don't sneak in behind them. Their defense is well organized right now.
George, no real chances for either side. There's been, shots are 3-1 in favor of Las Vegas, but 0 on target for either side. You see them up on the corner of your screen. We're keeping count for you.
Yeah. Tulsa, because they've been almost forced to drop back and be so defensive, they haven't had many chances or opportunities to go forward. So Las Vegas is keeping them on their heels defensively. And that's why they haven't had much possession, or they don't have as much possession as Vegas, or definitely fewer shots.
Levine here in his first home start. Gonzalez will track it. Going to get the better of the positioning there. Continue to play a little passive, and now it's taken off the foot of Pablo Cruz. Levine wise to it. Getting stuck on the left side at the moment.
Yeah, good footwork there by Levine. And his hips toward goal, and then saw the defender was going that way and played it up forward. Well done by Levine.
Can't have the hop if you don't got the hip.
Amen to that.
Garcia Lopez. He's had a lot of energy. Tripa tripped up. Free kick. And DaCosta and company complaining about that one as Reyes committed the foul.
Tripa, subtle move with his feet there to get past Reyes. Get a set piece opportunity and finally a chance. Free kick. We'll see if this could generate a goal.
Hey, lights fans, I think right about now is a good time for you to get behind this ball. Right about now.
As we set up this free kick, Tripa over the ball.
Feel something coming. I need to hear you right about now. Here we go.
Giving away is Cruz. This will come from the left side. Tripa over the top. Didn't miss by much. Well, Lights fans, you know all about that new 4-game flex plan. Pick any 4 games, save money, get to your favorite and same seed. It's so easy. Text the number 4 to 702-728-4625 right now to find out more about that 4-game flex plan. Viva Lights!
See, Tripa, this is a well-taken free kick. Didn't miss by much. Got to keep it down a little bit, but still the right idea. You like the aggressiveness and the confidence of Tripa on that set piece.
Got away, Silva. And the hold-up play that is so forgotten when you're a forward. He's got the 4 goals, but you're 6'3", 196. You take up space. Free kick out at the halfway line.
Tripa wanted to go forward on the counterattack there after he won the ball, but there were 4 Tulsa shirts in front of him, and he was up top moving by himself, so he had to pull it back. Very smart play by Tripa Hernandez.
Jabin. Las Vegas growing confident here. Latter stages of this first half. Slip down the line, the chase is on. A die has a position right along the touchline. Good work by the Roughnecks. Get out of dodge. Premier. Now McKinday. Dealt with. Intervention made by Torres.
Silva had made his way into the middle. And Tulsa, that transition defense, getting the numbers back. For Tulsa, played their way out of the back there off some pressure. Well done by Las Vegas to get that transition, get the numbers, but also well positioned as well to deny that ball to get to Silva.
Reminder, our ABC Hyundai halftime report follows the halftime whistle. Take a look around the USL Championship, have highlights, schedule, scores, stats, a whole lot more coming your way on the ABC Hyundai halftime report right here on MyLV.TV and ESPN+. Well, we we had a feeling this would be a high-scoring game, considering the personnel losses for Las Vegas in the back half, as we mentioned. Tulsa's proficiency on set pieces and in general lack of fear to actually come out and play when they're on the road. Thought it could be an open game, but nothing doing yet.
Defensive struggle, to say the least, between these two teams.
Go figure. You think it's going to be a defensive struggle, then the game's 4-3.
Yeah.
And then when you think you're going to be 4-3, it's going to be 0-0 at the half.
We should have thought it was a defensive struggle in the beginning.
Yes.
Then we might get some goals here. We jinxed it, yeah. But both of these teams, they've come out with their formations, with their tactics, and they've been very organized. They've kept their shape defensively, and it's been difficult for either squad to get in and play the ball behind the defense, with the exception of a couple of chances for Vegas on the right side.
Tripa long switch, and it's going to be right into the breadbasket of Stalemate, who had 7 saves last week against San Antonio in that 1-1 affair. He made the USL Team of the Week for the first time in his career. Now in his 4th season with Orlando City, yet to make an MLS appearance. Of course, for 2 seasons he was battling Ewing sarcoma.
It's a great story. Anytime you hear of someone, anybody surviving cancer, the respect you have for them just shoots up even higher.
And there are tons of stories, you know, around the world of soccer, and even in the case of Stalemate, having people to look up to. You look at Matt Lampson, one-time MLS goalkeeper that he remained in contact with through the ordeal. And now he's the type of player, and I talked with Wayne Farmer, the general manager of Tulsa Roughnecks, says he's giving back in our community here, even though he's just a loaned player. He's been tremendous in that aspect. And that's the kind of players that we want in Tulsa. We want them to be active members of our community. It's just as big as their skill.
Absolutely, and inspiration as well. The fact that he was able to beat cancer and come back and play professional.
Oh, nearly falls to Costa, top of the 18. They want to get sloppy in the last minute before halftime. And Adai commits the foul. And Lucy Fuerza starting to get lathered up.
If they could get a goal before halftime.
Well, look at their team coming at them in the second half. It's going to get kicked up a notch.
Yeah, they'll definitely get some.
Oh, a free kick here. We're hearing from the 4th official there'll be no stoppage time. No goals, no subs, so hey, you can believe that one. But here's an opportunity right before that halftime whistle.
Once again, it's come down the right side of the Las Vegas attack here. See, Tulsa very good at scoring from set pieces. How good are they defending set pieces? We'll have to find out.
Tripa is left-footed, so you're going to see this in swing, unless he can defy the laws of physics. There's a spin it in, coming to that near stick, and there's our halftime whistle. Or not. Swinging out of play, so this should be the last kick here upcoming of this first half. Kevin Stott having a conversation, so in fact that was. So
okay.
There's no indication from the field if that really was, but it was. So a stalemate at halftime between the Las Vegas Lights FC, Tulsa Roughnecks FC, 0-0. As the support looking for reasons to cheer in that second half. ABC Hyundai halftime report on the other side of the break from Cashman Field. We'll be right back.
Catch professional soccer on MyLVTV when your Las Vegas Lights FC take on Reno 1868 FC Saturday, June 1st at 7:30 p.m.
Ball hit across. What a finish!
Don't miss a moment of all the action on MyLVTV, Channel 21, Cable 12.
Introducing the all-new Chevy Silverado. It's the official truck of calloused hands and elbow grease. The official truck of getting to work and getting to work. It's the official truck of homecoming and coming home. The all-new Chevy Silverado. Now during Chevy Truck Month, get 0% financing for 72 months on this all-new Silverado.
See your Southern Nevada Chevy dealers.
Hey, it's your friendly neighbor dog here. I was in your yard this week, looking for my ball. Anyway, I got hit by your sprinklers on a Sunday. Talk about a foul. You do know you're not allowed to water on Sundays or between 11 a.m. and 7 p.m., right? Learn more on snwa.com to avoid a water waste fine.
High energy bills have you feeling like you're in the penalty box? Score a hat trick with the Universal Solar Direct exclusive. 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments for 5 months. Don't get stuck paying interest with the other guys. Invest today, save for a lifetime. Call Universal Solar Direct today and receive up to $5,000 from NV Energy just for going solar. 0 down, 0 interest, 0 payments for 5 months. Universal Solar Direct, proud sponsor of the Vegas Golden Knights.
Universal Solar Direct. Pay less for your electric.
The Memorial Day sales event ends soon at ABC Hyundai. Get over $5,500 in savings on a new 2019 Tucson SE with a lease of just $199 per month. Plus, military personnel and first responders can earn up to $2,000 off any new Hyundai. ABC Hyundai, #1 in Nevada.
Back at Cashman, Las Vegas and Tulsa, 0-0 at the half. All season long, halftime has been brought to you by ABC Hyundai, official sponsor of the $5 Give Back program. Jeff Radcliffe, George D. Metellus, as we continue to have our little chat about the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. It is going to continue for Las Vegas, not so for Tulsa. They were eliminated a couple of weeks ago, but 25 USL Championship teams participating. A couple of those matchups were between USL Championship teams. And in the, you see the record. St. Louis, New Mexico needed penalty kicks to beat those lower division sides, but hey, it's about surviving and advancing.
Absolutely, and look at that record, 17-3-5. Just shows how strong the USL Championship is becoming and how they could, one of the multiple teams could get into the quarterfinals, semifinals of the US Open Cup.
Now, Tulsa actually lost to a USL team in Austin. Some fun matches to watch coming up. OKC Energy, Tampa Bay Rowdies, the Florida Soccer Soldiers, UPSL team that knocked off Charlotte. They'll take on another North Carolina side in NCFC, Pittsburgh and Indy 11, Louisville City and Birmingham Legion, St. Louis, Forward Madison FC, a USL League One team, Hartford Athletic, and Memphis 901. Just part of the schedule in round 3. Nashville and Charleston Battery, Austin Bold will advance. They take on San Antonio FC, Colorado Springs, New Mexico United, Sacramento Republic, and Fresno. And of course, our Lights hooking up against Orange County FC, not SC, not the USL team, but the lower division side in that one. So still a lot of pressure to win that because next round the MLS teams come in. And how big is that if you're a USL team? Not just to get to play against an MLS side, but have them at home.
Oh, man, that is big. You're talking about getting an MLS squad on your home field where you have a better chance of beating them and moving on and raising the reputation, raising the cachet of your squad by taking down an MLS team.
Well, we'll come back after a quick look around United Soccer Leagues. It's 0-0 at the half, Las Vegas and Tulsa.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And now Phoenix coming out the other way. Junior Fleming's leading the charge. Numbers forward for Phoenix. John trying to go back for Flemings. Flag stays down, back across, solo!
We're underway right off the bat. Here's Justin Dillon moving up the middle. He's going to push that ball wide toward Gonzalez. Gonzalez, the first touch cross back inside for Dillon and a goal! Less than 10 seconds.
Poku slicing through. Quadro Poku scored! Tejada again!
Lomas kicks it to his right, crosses it underneath Miller, and it's knocked away. Spangenberg deflects it, laying out and making the save.
It's a great save again. It's acquired a backstage pass. Doyle recovers. Aduro 1-0.
Ready to go to work to the byline, crossing in. It's a goal! Again, Jerome Kiesewetter.
It's Brainer!
box, a strike, and a goal. Dangerous player, perhaps in USL League One. Pepe curls! Ricardo Pepe, brilliance!
Looking to get that right foot off for an incredible one-handed save by Kevin Silva.
Developing situation, Jones. Jones on the move, Jones with a shot! Rips it off the right post. Another opportunity, and the strike is true. JC Banks now, letting it rip from deep. What a save by Hara!
Team, Stalemate, back of the net. 42nd minute.
Poland the second go, falls through. Saved by Fitzgerald. Oh, what a stop.
Well, ABC Hyundai invites all kids 5 to 12 years old for an on-field clinic with lights players Wednesday, May 29th at Cashman. Just have your tickets to the U.S. Open Cup match and arrive at 5:30 p.m. Go down to the field to learn from the pros. It is easy as ABC. Thank you, ABC Hyundai. Well, it's 0-0 in this one on late Saturday night. As we go around and check the news and notes from the USL Championship, this guy gets better and better. Kevon Frater, second time this season, is the player of the week. He's got 10 goals to lead everybody. And of course, we mentioned it ad nauseum. Marhunt US Open Cup, 19 USL Championship sides continue play this Tuesday and Wednesday. And how about the Tampa Bay Rowdies? Unbeaten and atop the power rankings, of course, but I'm sure Coach Stewart, I'm sure very, very happy to be where he's at. That team has been great defensively and hasn't really had much of a challenge thus far. Long way to go, though. See a Tanari from the Rowdies on that team of the week. Stidahara, we've mentioned tonight, the Tulsa goalkeeper. Amobi Akugo, you got Asante from Phoenix.
Frater up top from New Mexico United, a big reason why they are the top team in the Western Conference. And if he continues to play that way, you could see them winning the West and maybe getting to the USL Championship final.
I think Jerome Kiesewetter may have some things to say about that, what he's done so far this season with El Paso Locomotive. Jose Angulo's been around the league for years. We know about his qualities. Let's look at our Week 11 USL Championship Team of the Week. As we go ahead and get ready for the upcoming schedule. Everybody there waiting with bated breath. Lights FC. Look, we've talked about how prolific they are at home. Tonight, 6 of their next 8 in all competitions will be at home, and some big ones and some important ones. But first, you got the rivalry match, the Derby, the Silver State Derby at Reno 1868. That one's going to be a fun affair for sure.
Yeah, and they have to win that game just for Derby rights. Forget playoffs. You always want to beat your arch rival, your state rival there, and then 3 of the next 4 are at home here at Cashman Field. So if they can pick up in those 4 matches 10, 12 points, they'll be in strong position.
Tulsa has 2 of their next 3 at home against Austin Bold. Like Las Vegas, very good at home, but not so much on the road, so a chance to pick up points there. Then at Phoenix, who's been up and down. El Paso at Sacramento, and versus Real Monarchs SLC. Never an easy week or an easy night in USL Championship, particularly in the Western Conference. It has been nip-tuck, waiting by the fence. We've got the highlights coming up and maybe some, not so much game highlights, but a whole lot more coming your way. The ABC Hyundai halftime report rolls on right after this.
The Memorial Day sales event ends soon at ABC Hyundai. Get over $5,500 in savings on a new 2019 Tucson SE with a lease of just $199 per month. Plus, military personnel and first responders can earn up to $2,000 off any new Hyundai. ABC Hyundai, #1 in Nevada.
Boston Dental Group, your place for friendly, gentle, and convenient dental care in Las Vegas. We offer you expert specialists such as orthodontics, implants, cosmetic dentistry, and even pedodontics for your children. Call us today to take advantage of our limited time offers. 25% off cleanings and only $250 down to start your braces today. Call 702-388-8888.
Boston Dental Group, making healthy smiles more affordable to you.
Because of UMC, there's a wide open road ahead of me.
Because of UMC, she can grow up with her twin sister.
Because of UMC, I'm here to help you.
UMC, the highest level of care in Nevada.
Zappos makes returns easy, so you can save the drama.
What do you want?
For your 18th century prima donna.
Did you eat my lost taquito?
Nope.
Lawyer!
Drama-free customer service 24/7. Zappos.com. Zappos makes getting help at any time easy.
They're on their way.
Great.
So you can save the drama.
Curfew was 2 hours ago.
For your teenage llama.
Michael, look at me when I'm talking to you.
Drama-free customer service 24/7. Zappos.com.
Catch professional soccer on MyLV when your Las Vegas Lights FC take on Reno 1868 FC Saturday, June 1st at 7:30 p.m.
Ball hit across. What a finish!
Don't miss a moment of all the action on MyLV TV, Channel 21, Cable 12.
Back on MyLV TV. Not much of a Husky chance tonight as it's 0-0 at the half. But you got the obstacle course going on. Here's the highlights within the game, however. No shots on target, but a lot of this game being played inside, in between the 18s, box to box.
Yeah, that's been the main focus of this game. And it's been down the right side where Las Vegas have looked the most dangerous. There's an opportunity here. Kevin Garcia-Lopez linking with Irving Parra, and then Samuel Ochoa almost putting a sweet back heel over the line into the back of the net. Cruz with far post there. And the fans just wanting more. And this time, tripa to Kevin Garcia-Lopez. And they just couldn't get that connection going. But it's been the right side where they've looked the most dangerous.
Well, Tripa on his set-piece delivery. We've seen him score from here. Didn't miss by much. But that's where we're at, 0-0 going into half number 2. But we promised you some extra bonus halftime highlights. Paul's on the pitch tonight. Look, the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show does not come your way till Thanksgiving. Look, you got a corn dog being eaten, but eating up all the attention. The dogs around the house tonight.
Dogs, man's best friend. People spend more money on their dogs than some of them on their kids. But whatever the case, it's always big fun. And as I've said before, dogs are great pets, and they're just so loyal. It's a great promotion they're doing out there.
Oh. Now there's the best in show right there, the Leatherface. Here's our match stats. We mentioned no shots on target, 4-1 though in favor of Las Vegas. Possession heavily tilted in front of the home side, but haven't done much with it as of yet.
Yeah, that's been the struggle for Las Vegas in this match. It's because they've run into a Tulsa defense, with the exception of a couple of forays down the right side, but the Tulsa defense has been well organized. They're keeping Tripa and Irving Parra and Samuel Ochoa in front of them, and they haven't been able to get inside that penalty area with runs and those sharp passes into space. So we'll see what tactical tweaks are made by Winalda in the second half. They get tongue twisters, always messes me up. Yeah.
Well, we've had the pause on the pitch, but no scoring on the pitch as of yet. We revisit our Findlay Toyota keys to the game. Oh, Las Vegas unable to let the dogs out, at least let them romp around the yard.
Yeah.
And Tulsa has been barking, but no biting.
Yeah, it's the dogs want to go out, but they're getting trapped in the fence by the Tulsa defense.
Kept in the house.
Yeah, kept in the house, yep. And it is scratching on the door trying to get out, but it's just not working right now. Tulsa just locking things up defensively right now.
Which dogs will be unleashed? That is the question. We saw Tabora Taka Preston come on here at the half on a switch. Word is that Tulsa made a change too. We'll get you caught up as soon as we can. It is game on once more in Las Vegas. Now the Lights will attack the home end, going right to left. And immediately on the ball is Preston. You want to talk about change of pace? He's a man that's got the wheels. 45 more on the clock. Olsen will find the head. Preston had come in for Ochoa. Christian Altamirano has come on at the half for Michael Encian.
This is an interesting move by Eric Ronaldo, bringing in Preston for Sammy Ochoa. Ochoa was out wide on the right. They started as a winger.
Overlapping is Gonzalez. Great chance there. Parra in a heap inside the 6. He has been banging and battling with those two big center backs, Hedrick and Roberts, all night.
What this move does for Las Vegas by bringing in Preston is now you have kind of a true winger. Someone with pace out wide that could force the defense to spread out a little bit, and that could open things up in the middle for Las Vegas.
Be interesting to see, as we've seen Kevin Garcia Lopez get up that right side with reckless abandon. How does this change the tactics? Well, you got two on that right side. You've mentioned it all night. That's where the attacks have come from. Preston trying to combine. Good job to win the ball back. Calling for the switch was Gonzalez. Instead, it will come further upfield. Pablo Cruz, corner of the area, will cut it back in and whip it towards the supporters. Had a play.
Well, Eric Ronaldo will be hoping that Preston and Kevin Garcia Lopez can work well together, time their runs. Preston maybe pushing forward, dragging some defenders, and then Lopez cutting inside of him or overlapping, depending on who cuts in and what that movement entails. And that could create chances for Las Vegas going forward. With Ochoa, you had someone who's more of a central forward, a target man in the middle, not quite as fast on that right side. So very, very interesting move, tactical move. Eric Ronaldo seeing that the danger comes from the right side and putting more pace out there. That's a smart move by Eric Ronaldo.
Just underway, second half. This will be a restart around the back for the Roughnecks. Again, 4 games unbeaten coming into this match. Last 3 in the form of draws. Lobo looking to combine with the man that came in, Altamirano, who can play either side on that wing. Setting up shop on that right side of the attack for Tulsa, but here comes Preston. He's in the area, crosses away, off target to the right. And will go in behind for a goal kick.
We saw there's the speed, and there's what Preston can do going forward down that right side. Well done by Tripa to play him into that space. But you see Junior Sandoval pushing forward, adding numbers to the attack. With a little bit better service. You had Parra there, you had Sandoval there, you had Cruz on the far post. So Vegas is starting to take a little more risk going forward by bringing more bodies forward, and they're kind of flattening out onto a 4-4-2 here with Parra, or Tripa, I should say, kind of drifting back into the middle to be the playmaker, and Parra basically up top by himself.
And will the risk yield reward? DaCosta pretty quiet in that first half. Either Silva or DaCosta have scored in the last 7 Roughnecks goals. So if you are a betting man, if this was a bet cast of sorts, you would have to put your money that they would be a factor should Tulsa score. One of those would have the name on it. DaCosta 4 goals in the last 4 games. And now it's Silva who gets in behind. Good job tracking back. It will be a goal kick. Torres there to make sure he didn't get a shot off.
Oh, and Torres timing his sliding tackle perfectly. And Silva timing his run perfectly to get in behind that defense. Everyone in that Vegas back line thought he was offside, but the flag stayed down. And so things starting to open up a little bit here in the second half, as you might expect, as both teams pushing forward, bringing more bodies forward, more attacking players forward, leaving space. Should create more goal-scoring opportunities here in the second half.
We've talked about the ability of Tulsa to score on corner kicks. 9 set-piece goals to lead USL this year. Drilled to the back post. They were looking for Silva, overshot him, and it will go for a goal kick for Tommy K. Olsen.
Let's see if they go down that right side again, Vegas. You have Tripa pulling in the defenders, pulling in that midfield, attracting 2 or 3 players, and then Preston timing his run into that space out wide on the right. Let's see if they can do that again, or maybe they get Pablo Cruz involved. We saw Pablo Cruz getting a touch and then cutting back into his right to threaten the goal.
There's Janu Silva, won't get there. Olsen will play it smart.
And with Altamirano in the game, Montpremier moves back out wide where he goes out wide to the left. Altamirano on the right side.
Altamirano of San Pedro Sula, Honduras. 29-year-old. Played in his native country last year with Platense. Been a pro since 2008. 6 caps with the Honduran national team.
What we're seeing from Tulsa as well is that Da Costa, we saw him on the left side as a left winger in the first half. Now with Altamirano coming in on the right, Montpremier moving to the left, Da Costa slides into that number 10 spot, if you will, behind Silva. So Michael Ncien making some changes as well. This is going to be very interesting in the second half.
Chess pieces moving across the board here early in the second. Here's that delivery from Da Costa with his left foot. And going up and getting it and paying the price was Olsen. And trainers being called out, I think, for both teams. I think Silva slow to get up as well.
Very brave by Olsen.
I would say.
Yeah. One thing we know about modern football, modern soccer, if the goalkeeper goes for the ball and it's close to the 6-yard box and there's any contact, it's going to be whistled in favor of the goalkeeper. So the goalkeeper should be extra bold whenever the ball is in the air.
Turner still checking on Silva. Ooh. And he went down quick. And good that he's rising to his feet, the native of Lisbon, Portugal. I want to thank everybody who's taken part of Pause on the Pitch. Lights would like to thank Southern Nevada Water Authority and the Hydrant Club for today's inaugural Pause on the Pitch match. Let's just call it the first annual. It's probably going to happen again. Tonight's canine attendance, I'm sure, is up there. Once we get the word on the canine attendance, we will share that with you. It'll be a first.
That's a great thing. Bring your pet to the game and enjoy and get them out of the house. The dog out of the house. That's a beautiful thing. Like I said, dogs are great pets, loyal.
And they don't want to stay at home when you're going to the park.
They miss you when you leave the house. Yeah.
Lots of things to look at.
Mm-hmm.
Sniff. Scratch. It's back to Stuyvesant.
Are they giving out doggy treats at the game?
They are.
Oh.
I have heard that there are special treats in the house.
Oh, that's cool.
Don't have to worry about the hot dogs and popcorn and other delicacies at a stadium.
Popcorn wrecks a dog's stomach, though, right?
Oh, I would think it would, yeah.
Wrecks my teeth. I always get corn stuck in between.
Yeah. First world problems, my friend.
Yeah, they're true. Very true.
Getting in is Altamirano. You see the danger he possesses, and a yellow. And will also, more importantly, yield a free kick. Stott to the book for the second time, and this is going to go on Sandoval.
Sandoval caught a little bit out of position, and Altamirano winning that ball and then bursting forward into space. And Sandoval with a little bit of a tackle. Didn't mean to tackle him there, but did enough to slow him down and had no choice. Kevin Stott had no choice to give him the yellow.
It's a junior's third yellow of the season. I had to make sure. Now here's the negative of all of this. Not only are you going into the book, but you're having number 16 go on the ball now on a dead ball situation. And it's not going to be Da Costa that time. Instead, it was Altamirano.
must have had a conversation, and the way that Costa walked off, it was almost as if he said, all right, you take it out, Christian. Go ahead, take it. And didn't seem too happy about that.
So Silva gets a push ahead, take it towards the corner, circle his way back around with Sandoval again, playing on a yellow. We saw last week the early yellow from Moby Fair, and then he picked up one late and was sent off. So something you got to think about, I guess, if you're Eric Winalda, when it comes to your substitutions. You got 2 remaining, and you've got 2 guys out there carrying a yellow. Kevin Garcia Lopez got one in the 10th minute. Tulsa coming into this match second in the league in yellow cards, with 27 of them have not been booked yet tonight.
Tripa almost caught the back line slipping defensively, tried to loop it for Parra. Staduhar did very well to come off way off his line to clear that one away.
DaCosta missed his mark.
So you look at the 2 playmakers for these teams, Vegas and Tripa Hernandez, and then you have DaCosta for Tulsa. And it's been Tripa Hernandez who's been much more influential. He's had much more touches on the ball than DaCosta. So Tulsa playing keep away from DaCosta, and it's working, or excuse me, Vegas playing keep away from DaCosta, and it's working very well. They still have that 0 and no shots on target for Tulsa, one of the highest scoring, most effective attacking teams in the league.
So 57 minutes gone with Tripa and DaCosta. There's still no end product yet.
Yeah.
Well, raise your hand if you thought this would be 0-0 this late, these teams.
Not me.
That are this good at scoring.
I did not think it would be 0-0. I thought that we would have a couple of goals already because, as you mentioned, Jeff, both teams want to attack. They wanted to score goals. They both have very good track records in terms of scoring goals leading up into this match. And it's been a defensive struggle. You have to credit Tulsa for their defensive shape and their organization, and you have to credit Las Vegas for the same thing.
Lights FC have only been scored on twice all year at home. It came in the same game, that 4-2 victory a couple of weeks back against Sacramento. See Las Vegas out shooting Tulsa. And it seems like they're just waiting to have that set piece opportunity late and steal all 3. They are sitting back, like we said, the bark versus bite. And when we're revisiting those Finley Toyota keys to the game, that has been the MO tonight. We thought there was a chance this could be a track meet.
Maybe with Preston in the game, winning the ball, doing
like
that work. Yeah.
And eventually tripped up, but gets the call there from Kevin Stott. Torres. Putting it in play, directing traffic. Preston.
Tulsa, they will let Las Vegas move the ball if they do advance it forward in that sector of the pitch. But once they get a little bit deeper, they're finding it very hard to find those spaces.
Jobbins pressured, loses that one into touch. Hedrick. And Roberts haven't had much to do tonight. You want to talk about banging your head against the wall. Why don't you just keep going down the right side and just whipping and crosses, because they'll deal with every single one of those.
Yeah, Hedrick's got a lot of experience dealing with that.
Trying this one from distance, though. Staduhar pauses it, keeps it right in front. And now the long release. Very strong upper body strength from 21-year-old goalkeeper. Quick, decisive distribution. And nearly caught Las Vegas napping.
Tripa finally getting into some space.
Oh, chipping along the line, saved off. And Torres doing due diligence and saving the bacon for Las Vegas. Still work to do, though. TKO had to come out and didn't win the race to the ball. Well, that would be fun to look at again.
Oh, this is Montpremier using his space, finally getting a touch, chipping the keeper. What brilliant defending there. Cleared off the line. Yeah,
that was a little too close for comfort, huh?
And with the way Tulsa have been organizing themselves. This is going in. Oh, well done by Torres. What a great save.
Trying to get that just right.
Yep.
And that one in behind.
It's a great chip by Freddy Montpellier to get it over Olsen, but Torres clearing it off the line. But what happened there, Tulsa catching Las Vegas that back line by surprise. Montpellier able to get in, find that little bit of space on the left middle channel.
Now, should the Lights get the result tonight, I think Torres will have dinner for free tomorrow night.
Yep.
Tommy Olsen will provide, I'm sure.
Great ball over the top. They weren't expecting that ball over the top, and settled perfectly for Montpellier with the touch and that chip over the keeper. Christian Torres doing what great defenders do. Clearing it off the line, getting into the right position to preserve the clean sheet, this shutout for now.
The line it goes. Played over an hour, still no score.
And so the tactical changes that both of these managers made with the substitutions have it generated more attack. We saw Preston with that one chance, but he hasn't really touched the ball since then. And then Da Costa moving into the middle, that hasn't really worked for Tulsa as well. So it's been a struggle for both teams in attack. He's got to just continue to be leading the team, be going forward. I like what the number 10 of Las Vegas is doing in terms of directing the attack, getting everyone into space, telling them to move forward. He wants to just make sure that they have the possession, and that he can be the man that leads the attack going forward and create the goal-scoring chances.
Lobo. Some space to operate here for Gonzalez. Manny squares it left. Now McKinday. Long switch. Altimirano runs out of real estate to catch that one. A reminder, we'd love to hear from you throughout the game. You can tweet us at LightsFC or at Jeff_Radcliffe. George Metellus 8.
Yep, GD Metellus 8.
GD Metellus 8. Love to hear your thoughts. We'll try to read the best ones on the air. I'm sure the tweets will come should Las Vegas score. I'm sure a lot of the fans are kind of biting their nails right now. They can't get their phones up to tweet, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Or they can always tweet about the dogs, too. I mean, that's cool.
Inside the area, headed toward that near post. Not enough on it from Pablo Cruz. Still looking for his first goal of the season, but got into a dangerous area.
And finally, and they did a good job of disrupting that back line of Tulsa, causing some confusion with the marking.
Game opening up with the flag up.
And when that throw-in came in, 3 or 4 Tulsa defenders were actually looking the opposite way, and they got caught by surprise when that ball went into the penalty area. And luckily for Tulsa, unfortunately for Vegas, the ball did not go over the line. It wasn't as strong as the headers I'm sure Pablo Cruz would have liked, but still.
Eric Ronaldo will wait to see his collision here first of all, but we're going to see the re-emergence of Santiago Echeverria, Colombian who scored that goal in his debut a couple of weeks back, making his 3rd appearance. He will come in for Jonathan Levine. So this is offense for defense. This is now going for goal here. See if it moves some pieces around the board, as I'm sure it will.
Yep, we'll see if Sandoval is probably going to drop into the middle there and just basically be the holding midfielder in front of Torre and Torres. Maybe even play a back line of 3 with Garcia and Lopez and Gonzalez pushing more forward.
Well, supporters are waiting. It's been coming up on 180 minutes since the Lights have scored a goal. You need the big payoff, especially on Paul's on the pitch night, right?
Absolutely.
So one change substitution available. Ouch. And this will bring out the yellow for the first time against Tulsa. And Montpremier goes into the book for the second time this season.
It was definitely a harsh challenge coming in from behind on Pablo Cruz.
Just get the feeling that each of these teams are just waiting, hopefully not to make a mistake late. If you get this late in the game, 1-0 could be the end of it.
When you get into the 80th minute, bodies get tired, the mind gets tired, and that might be where the mistake comes from that leads to a goal here.
Especially when you've got a team on set pieces. That's what goes first, not the legs, it's the mind. Just to lose that little modicum of being crisp.
Right. The sharpness goes away.
Yep.
Yep. The composure goes away as well. So which one of these teams will crack first? That's the key.
See a Lopez entry ball. Torres was running into the area. Come back for a throw for Las Vegas Lights FC. Had a 3-game unbeaten run in league play before that trip to Phoenix.
Echevarria is moved into that center forward position, dropping Parra in behind him.
Into the corner. Does Cruz have a cross? Instead, he goes into the area. On his left foot. Due diligence out will just be a throw-in.
That might be what it takes here for Las Vegas. Just one person to run at the defense, attract a couple of defenders, and with a clever pass with the right vision.
Parra chucks the throw, edge of the 6. Preston got a foot around, but put it high in the sky and into the smoke.
Better from Las Vegas. Preston finding a little bit of space.
Thinking pink tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, it was last touched by Tulsa. That yields a corner kick opportunity. 69th minute. Is this a moment Lights fans been waiting for? Tripa whistles it in, spins. Stadahar climbs the ladder, pulls it out of the air. And he will wait for numbers to get forward.
Yeah, Echevarria was in a physical tussle with Cyprian Hedrick. That at first that might be the intended target, but it just has not worked out for Vegas.
Parra, whistle it to the back post, no problem for Stadahar. Getting word that the official attendance tonight, 6,123. That figure does not include the over 100 canines in attendance tonight. Pause on the pitch night. So we'll make it official. It's 6,223 here to witness the titanic struggle between Las Vegas and Tulsa. And onside, no. Flag is up on Echevarria. Not inclined to agree with that decision, but left a little early. There you go. They should be proud of their contribution to the attendance. See a Rottweiler there with a blingy collar. Look how well behaved they all are. It is a nice night. A lot of excitement. Remember, there's a doggy game on the field after the pitch. They're going to have giant balls that they'll chase and try to put into a net. Trying his best now is Preston. Crosses away, nobody home on the back end. And it was Lobo to put it out.
I hope the groundskeeper has a pooper scooper.
Yeah, he's got to deal with Dottie and Dolly all the time.
Ah, okay, yeah, that'll work.
Ain't nothing new. Ain't nothing but a thing.
That right there was a thing in terms of the service by Gonzalez. That was a pretty smooth, swerving service there by Gonzalez. Almost found the head of Echevarria.
Tripa dropping deep. Giving it to Pablo. Pablito. Reverse course ahead. Gonzalez not going to get there. Chucked off by Montpremier. Don't want to be too aggressive when you're carrying a yellow, though.
So now,
but job done.
Yeah, job done there. But that was encouraging because they were able to get that back line to pinch up a little bit with Echevarria offside. Now that back line is worried about Echevarria getting in behind them, so they're trying to stay in unison, but also they're moving up a little bit, and then they chip over the top there for Gonzalez. So maybe Las Vegas is starting to see the gap there, starting to see where the Tulsa defense is vulnerable.
Steinahar puts the boot into that Select Sports ball. Montpremier. Now collect near side. Torres there step for step. And will earn the corner.
Montpremier now has moved over to the right side. Altamirano has moved to the left side, so there's a switch on the flanks for Tulsa.
A like-for-like change coming up for Michael Encian as AJ Ajayqua will spell Montpremier. And we'll do the set piece after the change here in the 73rd minute. No score. Shots 10-4 now in favor of Las Vegas. That one safely in the hands of TKO. 2 on target for Vegas, now just 1 for Tulsa. Not much for the keepers to do thus far. Echevarria plays it back. Parra head down, strikes the ball, and again right at Mason Steinahar.
Well, Echevarria, since he's come in the game, has been very dangerous and very effective, just occupying defenders, being active off the ball. That's the main thing, running into space, making the defenders figure out where he is, and that's leaving opportunities for Parra to take a shot, and also his movement is allowing the players to find him in the area and try to get service into the area as well.
Lobo, the leading scorer, the Brazilian now down. Valencian watching with great interest. Lobo's got 3 multi-goal games this year. Had braces against LA Galaxy 2, Tacoma, and Orange County. Still waiting on that change. Ajayqua up to make his 9th appearance of the season from Gardena, California. An experienced player. The next dead ball will come on. Colorado Springs the last couple of seasons. Before that, San Antonio and Orange County. Preston got a touch to it. Now Kevin Garcia Lopez. Good work from Altamirano to break it up. Coming up on the final quarter hour, here comes the official change. So Ajayqua for Montpremier.
Both wingers have been substituted, Reyes and Montpremier. Although Reyes was more central in the first half, but in that second half with the substitution halftime, so Altamirano coming in for Reyes and Ajayqua.
Boy, that one a dangerous ball served in. Good composure being shown by Lobo. 75th flick. Silva is there. And Torre got the better of him. Jobin gets it out of trouble. Gonzalez head up. Will cut in.
Gonzalez just broke the ankles of Da Costa there.
Some of the skills.
Yeah.
Send him off to KGL. Now Preston. Gorditaka taken down from behind by Altamirano. What, me? Could be. Yeah. Wag of the finger, Kevin Stotts.
They never admit to fouls. They never commit fouls, never.
In the attacking third once more, Las Vegas. 15 minutes to do something about this and try to walk out of here with 3 points tonight. And clipped up the line. Down by Torres. Well, fans, USL unveiled its elite youth platform, USL Academy. This allows clubs at all levels across the USL to develop its local youth and compete at the highest level across the United States, including the USL Academy Cup. For more information, visit uslsoccer.com/academy. A lot of those young local players up. We talked about Tulsa. They've got a kid named DJ Dean who was on the team last year as a local product. Didn't make the trip here. And of course, Michael Encian, a Tulsa native. Las Vegas has Matt Thomas, Thomas Olsen, and Angel Alvarez, all from Vegas. Well, made a mess of it there, Mason Stadahar. That one going to be saved by Hedrick.
Stadahar has to realize he's not Manuel Neuer. He can't be running out of the penalty area like that. The defender was there to play the ball. Let the defender do that work there.
The overlap. Preston won't get there. It will be a throw for Las Vegas Lights FC. Mentioning Thomas, Olsen, and Alvarez, the Nevada State College homegrown players on this team. Local high school products. Gonzalez out to Pablo Cruz. Off of Lobo, will do the throw in again.
And Tulsa getting 6 players in the penalty box. It would have been tough for Cruz to connect with Echevarria in the area.
Good work from Para. Again, good cut from Gonzalez. He's in the 18. Gonzalez keeps it alive. Trying to make a turn is Para. Back outside the area. Shoots it on frame. Saved by Stadahar.
Well done by Gonzalez. That's what we were saying earlier, Jeff. We just need one player to run at the defense, beat a couple of players, defenders, I should say, and create a chance. Irving Para, the beneficiary of the hard work of Eric Gonzalez. Would have liked to see him turn in the penalty area. Instead, kind of dribbled out, but was searching for that space to get the shot. And Vegas there, now they're starting to get into the area, and it's now, this time, it's down the left side with Gonzalez and Tripa and Pablo Cruz. They're starting to make headway.
Pablito. One-on-one with Luca Lobo. And Lobo got that left foot in to poke it away. Tripa draws the foul, a push from Ajekwa.
Very clever from Tripa. Didn't look like there was much contact there, but what happened is he got his body in between the ball and Ajekwa, and Ajekwa had no choice. If he wants to go for the ball, or at least in his mind, he had to go through Tripa, and that was why the whistle was blown against him. So very clever football, well done by Tripa Hernandez.
And when you're attacking on this side of the field, the benefit is you've got your coach in your ear telling you exactly what the expectations are in this situation.
Say, okay, we did this number on the training ground. We're going to do this set piece number, whatever it is.
Eric and Augie have it under control. Left foot, this will be all Tripa Hernandez. Two-man wall. Jake Wood and Gonzalez there for Tulsa. Knights fans ready to explode here in the 80th. Stott will settle things down inside the box. The marking happening, and we're getting set for another substitution first. Janu Silva, we're hearing, will come off. And we'll bring in Toby Uzo, the Nigerian who spent the last couple of seasons with Colorado Springs, enters the match. Just his 5th appearance. All 3 subs have been exhausted by head coach Michael Encia. It is getting late at Cashman. 10 minutes to go. Keeper Stuydehaar has made 3 saves tonight. And up against it here. Great chance for Las Vegas. And off of the wall. Will roll and then sent back into the mixer. Ooh, falls inside to the line. And in the end, it's just going to be a goal kick. Begging for somebody to be there.
Sent into the box, and Echevarria looks like he's going to get a chance at a volley, just swing and a miss. Might have been an offside as well there. Appears to be an offside.
Yep. So Cash the soccer rocker trying to hype these fans into it.
Oh, that's his name, Cash?
Cash the soccer rocker, yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought it was Elvis.
Well, he's half Elvis, half Johnny Cash.
Oh.
Both with Vegas ties.
No Wayne Newton?
You'd think that would be something too, right?
Yeah.
That gives him ideas, I think. Hey, Brett Lashbrook. Steve Pastorino. Let's get a Wayne Newton mascot on top of things.
Nice.
All right, see the coaches both have a master plan. Who will get a chance to execute it, or will the spoils be shared tonight? There are so many acts in Vegas, though. You know how many mascots you could have.
Yeah, that's true. Siegfried
David
Lloyd.
Copperfield, Chris Angel, heck, Barry Manilow, right? Inside the area, Lobo got a foot to it. Still work to do for the Roughnecks. They've worked so hard to get a point here tonight. Hate to lose it in the last 8 minutes.
Well, how about that run by Preston down that right side? That was a magnificent run with a tremendous burst, and the square just wasn't able to connect with someone. But that is why they brought him in the second half, for him to run at that defense down that right side. He hadn't had that many touches in the last 20 minutes or so, but he looked very dangerous there.
Lobo keeps it alive. That one on frame and on target from DaCosta, but luckily right at Thomas Olsen.
That's the first time in this match where DaCosta has looked threatening toward the goal of Thomas Olsen. That is a credit to the Las Vegas defense. They realize that if you stop DaCosta, you stop Tulsa's attack, and it's worked out very well so far. In the 84th minute, with one of the best playmakers in the league gets his first shot and it's an easy save, that means your defense is playing well.
Tripa playing it through. Flag is up. Flag is up, won't count. Hit the side netting, gets a cheer, but missed the target as well. Hey, you'll take what you can get. You got a 0-0 scoreline right now. Excitement is excitement.
We're getting close.
Gotta snap it to a Slim Jim.
Yeah. Boom.
Stuydehaar getting set to kick it away. Get ready. Huge summer of soccer fans. You got the Gold Cup, Women's World Cup, lights action as well. Some work to do for Hedrick. Gets it out of dodge, but only as far as Preston.
Oh.
Into Tripa. In the 18, knocked down edge of the area. Ooh. And a yellow card being shown.
They're going to give it to Tripa for simulation for diving.
Went down too easy. That's the adjudication from Kevin Stott. Fans, I think, thought they might have had a penalty shout, but not to be.
The touch here by Preston to send Tripa into that space is excellent. Take a look at it here. Trying to win that penalty. Does he go down easy? It appears so. That pass by Preston is excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like he went
trying to be clever.
Yep. Stay on your feet. I never understood why the players do that.
Well, sometimes the honest players are punished.
Yeah.
It just depends on your background.
if you really get fouled, it's going to be obvious to everybody. So stay on your feet, and especially the way that ball was sent in by Preston. It was a great ball through. Stay on your feet, try to make things happen. Drawing a penalty like that just gets you sent into the book.
5 minutes to go. Treat by the third yellow card of the match. DaCosta floats it. In the end, not of sufficient quality.
Ever since DaCosta, well, the entire game, Las Vegas have completely neutralized DaCosta. But in the second half, when they moved him into the middle, they thought things might open up a little bit for him, but instead he's just been surrounded by Las Vegas Lights defenders between Sandoval and Torres and Torre. They've done a good job of just keeping him absolutely neutralized for the game. No influence in the Tulsa attack in this game.
Stretching things out is Sandoval. Getting late on, and if you're Michael Encian in the Roughnecks, I think 0-0 on the road, you'll take it. Looking for a fourth straight draw.
They've run into a very strong Las Vegas Lights defense today. Something that we were talking about, Jeff, in the beginning. Eric Winaldo worried about the defense with the makeshift lineup, and yet a clean sheet, and really Thomas Olsen has had very little, if anything, to worry about in this match. It's been a strong defensive performance. Certainly not the attacking performance that Eric Winaldo would have liked, but defensively, there aren't many complaints.
What's Eric saying now?
It looks like he wants Irving Parra to get more involved, to be pushed forward a little more in attack, maybe play up a little higher. We have Echevarria, who's occupying defenders in the area. You need Parra to be in right behind him.
We saw Sandoval go down the ground, stretching things out, so he'll be spelled for Edwin Rivas. Welcoming back the Los Angeles native, just his fourth appearance. Has had some injury issues himself most of the season and has been excited to get back in, the former Cal United SC player. Former Cal State Northridge Matador. He's a guy that had 2 goals against Toronto FC in a preseason exhibition, a game won 5-1. Can't lose your concentration here, though, at Jaquia.
Altamirano did very well down that left side of the Tulsa attack. Almost got that service in, just couldn't find anyone to link up with.
Well, 88 minutes on the clock. Fans, one of the best parts of every home game is when your Lights players give away the shirts off their backs. Brought to you by Boston Dental Group. Call 388-8888 to schedule your appointment with Boston Dental, the official dentists of the Las Vegas Lights. Lifted to the left side. Lobo is there.
Preston missed a chance to get.
Easy foul call there.
Parra was in the middle there, and Preston missed the opportunity to get it to him. And Keeper Hernandez as well, trying to make that long switch to the left side. I think that's what Eric Winaldo was trying to tell Irving Parra specifically. Look, get in a little bit higher. Make yourself available underneath Echevarria. Maybe even with your back to a goal if you can, but just get into that space there. Give that midfield, give that defense another player to worry about.
Steinahar will come out of his 18. '90th minute now. Headed high. Both teams defensively have done the job tonight. Still work to do. Hearing 3-minute stoppage time, so about 3.5 to go minimum. Going off Lobo, and does just enough to clear it as the pressure was coming. Short time at Cashman Field. Gonzalez to Rivas. Poke check there by Gonzalez. Will have the throw. The other Gonzalez now gets across away, back stick. Intervention was made by Roberts, or that might have been in the net.
Echevarria has been a nuisance to that back line for Tulsa since he came on.
We're in stoppage time, 0-0. Las Vegas has 2 scoreless draws already on their resume this season. One of them came on this field in the season opener to Austin. Getting tripped up, nothing doing. 2.5 to go. I have a feeling it's going to get stretched, and there's going to be some opportunities each side on the build-up. And this will go out of play.
Toby Uzo's upset, but he has only himself to be upset with. He had an opportunity there, and he cut it back inside, slowed down the attack. He's got to take it to the end line and then square it.
Ribas comes away with it. One off of Roberts. Quick throw to Gonzalez. Jaquwa quickly throws. A little more than 2 minutes left. Less than, rather. On the overlap, Preston gets the ball across, dealt with by Hedrick. And now in full stride, playing it through, trying to find either Uzo or Gonzalez.
You can see both teams a little tired here. The center backs have been able to make a run into space completely unimpeded.
Torres outside the 18, cuts it to his left foot, puts it across and in behind. Did it take a deflection? That's the question. It did not. So about a minute to go. And what looking more and more like it's going to be a scoreless draw Saturday night in downtown Las Vegas.
Yeah, it's been a game where both teams keeping their shape for the most part defensively, and just hasn't been that much creation, especially through the middle for both teams in attack. And when you can't create anything through the middle and you have teams that are well organized defensively, the opportunities out wide aren't going to come very frequently, and so you get in situations, very little shots on target.
Uzo, the big number 9, Jaquwa won't catch it. Tripa sees it goes off, got out off of him, so perhaps the last chance on this one will come to the Roughnecks.
Yeah, good defensive work there by Tripa Hernandez.
Throw back. What you do not want to do is concede a free kick in this situation. And that will go out. And we've played the full 3 minimum. Olsen puts it in play. And that is the final whistle from Kevin Stott. And the points will be split tonight. 0-0. Tulsa Roughnecks get a 4th straight draw. Las Vegas gets a point as well. And like the first 2 meetings last year, a point apiece between Las Vegas Lights and Tulsa Roughnecks.
Yeah, these are 2 teams that came out. They wanted to attack, but they ran into just defensive walls and couldn't generate those many opportunities. They tried out wide a couple of times. Las Vegas did, but just couldn't generate enough. Good job of both teams getting numbers back.
Clean sheets for Stuydehaar and Olsen. Will be Olsen's 6th, Stuydehaar's 2nd. A well-played match, just no goals across on a Saturday night in Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas, well, once again, now it is now, what, 4 shutouts in their last 6 home games. So at least defensively, they're solid. They'll make some adjustments for the next game.
Well, they stay unbeaten at home. That's certainly the positive to take away. We'll come back, put a bow tie on this one. 0-0 in the end to Las Vegas and Tulsa. We'll be right back.
Catch professional soccer on MyLV when your Las Vegas Lights FC take on Reno 1868 FC Saturday, June 1st at 7:30 p.m.
Ball hit across. What a finish!
Don't miss a moment of all the action on MyLV, Channel 21, Cable 12.
...2019 is here. We must plan our attack. The 2019 Camry's powerful stance will announce our arrival with authority. I prefer the 2019 Avalon for its sense of daring. How are we going to combine our forces to face our common foe?
Because of UMC, there's a wide open road ahead of me.
Because of UMC, she can grow up with her twin sister.
Because of UMC, I'm here to help you.
UMC, the highest level of care in Nevada.
Introducing the all-new Chevy Silverado. It's the official truck of calloused hands and elbow grease. The official truck of getting to work and getting to work. It's the official truck of homecoming and coming home. The all-new Chevy Silverado. Now during Chevy Truck Month, get 0% financing for 72 months on this all-new Silverado.
See your Southern Nevada Chevy dealers.
Hey, I'm Brian Salmon.
And I'm Amber Dixon. Enjoy tonight's game and be sure to watch News 3 live at 11 tonight.
Yep, we'll have highlights and you never know, you might end up on TV too.
The place for all the lights action is with News 3 Sports.
And good luck to the Las Vegas Lights.
Point split at Cashman Field on a Saturday night. Las Vegas 0, Tulsa Roughnecks 0. As the Lights move up to 15 points on the season, Tulsa up to 17. So opportunity really for each side tonight. They've had their chances, but in the end, it's going to be a stalemate. Our full-time highlights brought to you by Findlay Toyota.
Yeah, definitely a defensive stalemate. We see Eric Gonzalez here in second half trying to get it here to Irving Parra, who had to play a little more of a withdrawn role with the substitution of Echevarria. Echevarria looked dangerous on a number of occasions. And Preston, when he came on, he was looking dangerous when he got touches as well, but it just wasn't consistent enough. They couldn't get Preston the ball enough and to get the service of Echevarria enough for Las Vegas to pick up the victory. And Parra, as I mentioned, in that withdrawn role, actually had a good chance here. Good save there for Staduhar, but it just wasn't consistent enough for Las Vegas. Great chance here, Tripe Hernandez. He picked up a yellow for diving, but look, he sees the space. Maybe he should have tried to slot it through for Irving Parra, but whatever the case, he went for the shot. This was the best chance of the match for both teams to score. Great chip over the top.
And that saved a point. That saved it.
Yeah, that was a point save for sure. As Christian Torres keeping it off the line from Montpellier's cross, or a chip, I should say. And then the header by Pablo Cruz, who it looked strong down the left side, but as we mentioned, just wasn't consistent enough.
Well, positive to take out of you. You were able to generate the chances, just weren't clinical enough in front of a goal. So 2 straight games getting shut out, but you pitched the shutout on the other end. You will take that point and move on to the Open Cup midweek. Here's a look at the match stats. 60% of the possession, they double them up in shots. Shots on target, really nothing to speak of for either team.
Yeah, Vegas could be very happy with the fact that more shots on target, more possession. But in the end, they just can make that final connection to break down the Tulsa defense and get the goal that they needed. But those are positive numbers for Las Vegas going forward.
Las Vegas taking on Orange County midweek. Make sure you get your tickets for that Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. This one went for the Dogs, 0-0. One of the biggest highlights in this one. And again, it's going to be at Reno, and then a bunch of home games coming your way for your Lights. 0-0 tonight against Tulsa. Thank you so much for watching us on MyLVTV and ESPN+. For George DeMatteis, for Andrew Firestein, our producer, Gage Tillotson, our director, I'm Jeff Radcliffe saying so long. 0-0 between Las Vegas and Tulsa. We'll see you next time. Good night.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.